Welcome to the Standing in the Gaps News Deep Dive, where we skip the left and the right and just dive deep into fascinating stories.
It's all about understanding the world better, one intriguing tale at a time.
Today, we're taking you on a wild ride through the life of Michael Franzese. This guy went from a powerful mafia capo to a successful businessman, author, and even a YouTube star.
I talk about a story that makes you question what reinventing yourself really means.
Okay, so let's unpack this, starting from the beginning. What was his early life like?
Well, imagine being born into essentially mafia royalty. His dad, Sonny Franzese, was the underboss of the Colombo crime family. Definitely not your average upbringing.
No kidding. So he was practically groomed for a life of crime from the get-go.
You would think so, right? But here's the twist. He actually started college as a pre-med student.
Pre-med. Wow. So maybe there was a part of him that wanted a different path.
It's possible. But then in 1971, his dad got arrested and sentenced to 50 years in prison. To support his family, Michael dropped out of college. Talk about pressure.
Yeah, that's a game changer for sure. So is that when he fully embraced the mafia life?
It seems so. By 1975, he was a made man, officially inducted into the mafia, signifying trust and responsibility within the organization.
And he quickly rose through the ranks.
Yeah,
I hear he had a unique specialty in the criminal underworld.
you're right. His claim to fame was gasoline bootlegging. In the early 80s, he mastered a scheme to defraud the government on gas taxes.
How do you even bootleg gasoline?
It was far more sophisticated than that. He exploited a tax loophole using a complex network of shell companies, essentially pocketing millions in taxes that should have gone to the government.
Wow, that's impressive in a criminal mastermind kind of way.
Exactly. Some reports say he was making up to $10 million a week through this scheme alone.
That's more than most people make in a lifetime.
It is a staggering sum.
Yeah.
And this is where the nickname Yuppie Don comes in. He wasn't your stereotypical tough guy gangster. He brought a business-minded approach to organized crime.
More of a Wall Street mobster than a back alley brawler.
Precisely. He even ventured into legitimate businesses, car dealerships, nightclubs, and even sports and entertainment management, allegedly working with names like Michael Jackson and Dionne Warwick.
That's a wild. From gas schemes to rubbing shoulders with celebrities, his life already sounds like a movie.
It does, doesn't it? But as with any good mob story, there's a downfall lurking around the corner.
This is where things get really interesting. Don't forget, if you're enjoying this deep dive, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories like this. How did this high-flying Yuppie Don lifestyle come crashing down?
Well, in a twist of irony, 1986 was a pivotal year for him. Fortune magazine named him one of the most powerful mob bosses.
That's got to be a headline you want to frame and then
Yeah.
immediately hide.
Right. But the same year, he was convicted of racketeering and tax conspiracy and sentenced to 10 years in prison.
Talk about a fall from grace.
It was a huge turning point. While he got out early, he violated parole and ended up back behind bars. And it was during this second stint in prison that his life took a truly unexpected turn.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat. Do tell what happened.
He found religion. Michael Franzese became a born-again Christian.
Whoa, that's a plot twist I did not see coming. The Yuppie Don, finding God in prison. It sounds almost too good to be true.
It might sound unbelievable, but that's exactly what happened. And this newfound faith had a profound impact on him. It completely reshaped his outlook on life.
Did he just walk out of prison, a changed man? I've heard it's not that easy to just quit the mafia, right?
You're right, leaving the mob is incredibly rare and incredibly dangerous. But that's exactly what he did. In 1995, he made the decision to leave that life behind and start fresh in California.
Wow, he really went all in on this transformation. But I imagine leaving the mob didn't exactly come with a fond farewell.
You're absolutely right. He faced serious death threats, including one from his own father.
That's incredibly intense. It must have been a heart-wrenching decision to choose a new life at the cost of such a fundamental relationship.
It was a defining moment in his life, a true test of his commitment to change. And this decision would ripple through every aspect of his future, from his career to his family dynamics.
What a powerful story. We're just scratching the surface here, and it already has more twists and turns than a Hollywood blockbuster. What do you say we take a quick pause and come back to dive deeper into Michael Franzese's incredible reinvention?
We'll be back in a moment to explore how he went from a feared mobster to a motivational speaker, author, and even a YouTube star.
Sponsor break? Are you a YouTube content creator trying to grow your channel? vidIQ is the ultimate AI-powered tool that helps you rank higher in search results, get more views, and crack the YouTube algorithm. Find the best keywords to make your videos trend. Analyze your competition to see what's working. AI-powered video ideas to help you create content people want to watch. Real-time analytics so you can grow faster. Stop guessing, start growing. Try vidIQ today. Click the link in the description. Have you used vidIQ before? Tell us in the comments if you've tried it and what you think.
So we left off with Michael Franzese making the incredibly difficult decision to walk away from the mob, facing death threats and severing ties with his father.
It's a move that takes serious guts. But once he left that world behind, how did he actually rebuild his life? You don't exactly see ex-mobster on many resumes.
Franzese had a unique story to tell, and he found several ways to share it. He wrote books, became a motivational speaker, and even embraced the world of YouTube.
It's a far cry from backroom deals and illegal schemes. What does he talk about on there?
He covers it all, his past experiences, the inner workings of the mob, and even reviews mob movies. He's got over 1 million subscribers, believe it or not.
Wow. It seems like he's found an audience that's genuinely interested in his story. It makes you think people are often drawn to the allure of the forbidden, the inside scoop on a world they could never be a part of.
Exactly. There's a certain intrigue that comes with hearing about the mafia from someone who lived it firsthand. Beyond the mob stuff, he also uses his platform to share his story of redemption, offering advice on how to turn your life around.
It's a powerful message that even someone who was deeply entrenched in organized crime can find a path to redemption. It makes you wonder, is it truly possible to completely leave your past behind?
That's a question that's probably haunted Franzese his entire life. Regardless of anyone's skepticism, he's clearly committed to his new life. He's dedicated himself to his family, his faith, and to helping others.
And speaking of helping others, we, at Standing in the Gaps News, are committed to doing the same. If you're enjoying this deep dive and want to hear more fascinating stories like this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel.
If you're feeling extra generous, you can support our GoFundMe campaign, which helps us upgrade our equipment and broaden our reach. Every contribution makes a difference.
Absolutely. Back to Michael Franzese. So he's writing books, giving speeches, making YouTube videos. But is that all he's been up to?
Not even close. This guy is full of surprises. Remember how we talked about him being a businessman even during his mob days? Well, that entrepreneurial spirit never really went away.
Oh, so what kind of ventures did he get into after leaving the mob? Did he try to go legit with a car dealership or something?
He did something even more unexpected. He started a wine business.
Wait, what? Wine, like vineyards and barrels and all that?
The whole 9 yards. But here's the twist. He didn't set up shop in Italy or Napa Valley. He went to Armenia.
Armenia? That's a curveball I wasn't expecting.
Okay.
Why on earth would a former mobster from New York choose to make wine in Armenia? There's got to be a story there.
No, there definitely is. And it's a story that beautifully blends his past, his present, and his faith. You ready to dive in?
You bet. This deep dive just keeps getting more intriguing. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
Do you believe in standing strong for what's right? Do you value faith, freedom, and biblical truth in today's ever-changing world? Then we've got something special for you. Welcome to the Standing in the Gaps merch store, the official store of the Standing in the Gaps podcast, where we explore the social, economic, and political issues of today through a biblical lens. Here's what we've got for you. T-shirts that help you make a bold statement everywhere you go. Whether you're standing up for truth or sparking conversations, our shirts reflect the spirit of standing in the gap. Need fuel for those long, thoughtful mornings or deep dive discussions? We've got premium coffee, roasted to perfection, along with sturdy mugs designed to hold that truth-fueled brew. Want to represent your values wherever life takes you? Grab one of our stylish hats to keep you covered, literally and figuratively. And don't miss our inspirational prints that you can frame and hang up at home or in your office. A daily reminder to stand firm in faith. But that's not all. From accessories to gifts, we've got a variety of items that let you stand out while standing strong for what you believe in. Every purchase supports the mission of Standing in the Gaps, helping us continue bringing you insightful content, meaningful conversations, and the courage to face the tough topics. So what are you waiting for? Visit Standing in the Gaps merch store today. Link is in the description. Grab some gear, enjoy some great coffee, and help us keep bridging the gap in today's world. Together, let's stand for truth. Together, let's stand in the gap.
All right, so we've got this former mob boss turned born-again Christian, and now he's making wine in Armenia.
It's not as random as it sounds.
Okay, I'm all ears. What's the connection between Michael Franzese, Armenia, and wine?
Well, it goes back to his faith. He's spoken about being drawn to the story of Noah's Ark.
You mean the biblical story?
Exactly. After the flood, according to the Bible, the Ark landed on Mount Ararat, which is in modern-day Turkey near the border of Armenia.
So he's making wine in the region where, according to his beliefs, winemaking was reborn after the flood. That's the idea. It's a symbolic connection that deeply resonates with him. He sees it as a parallel to his own life, a new beginning after a tumultuous past.
That's actually quite beautiful when you think about it. A fresh start in a place with such ancient roots.
And it's not just a symbolic gesture. He's genuinely passionate about Armenian wine. He's partnered with a family that has generations of winemaking experience, and they're producing some impressive wines. Everything from Malbec to a white wine made from a grape called Kangun.
So he's gone from bootlegging gasoline to crafting fine wines. Talk about a career change.
And he's fully embracing it. He talks about the unique terroir of the region, the history of Armenian winemaking, and his vision of sharing this ancient tradition with the world. It's clear that he's found something he truly believes in.
It's a far cry from the shadowy world of organized crime. It seemed like he's really poured his heart and soul into this new venture.
He has. And he's not just a silent partner. He is actively involved in the business, securing distribution deals, doing interviews, and even popping up in YouTube videos talking about his wines.
I've actually seen those. I had no idea it was his own wine. It all makes sense now.
It's all connected. The mobster, the prisoner, the convert, the author, the YouTuber, and now the winemaker. It's a story that keeps evolving.
His life is proof that you can't judge a book by its cover, or in this case, a former mobster by his past.
Exactly. There's always more to the story. Always more to learn. And that's what we try to do here at Standing in the Gaps News. We dig deep, uncover the unexpected, and share those fascinating stories with you.
If you're enjoying this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment telling us what you think. We love hearing from you.
And if you're feeling inspired by Michael Franzese's story of transformation and want to support our mission of bringing you more fascinating deep dives, consider contributing to our GoFundMe campaign. It helps us get better equipment like webcams, studio microphones, and editing computers, so we can keep bringing you high-quality content.
Every little bit helps us grow and reach a wider audience.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. And until next time, keep diving deep.